Hey Leo, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's Christina. I'm a Swedish Australian living and working in southern Sweden, and I am a psychic, a medium and an artist. And this will be the 8th video I do for you guys. So if you've seen any of them before, welcome back. If you haven't, then I hope you will come back. In any case, I'm going to ask you, if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe you recognize somebody who it does resonate with. Please be kind enough to share the video with them. And please, I need all the support I can get. And if you would be kind enough to like and subscribe, I would be ever so grateful. But I have something to tell you. Earlier in the week, I sat down with Spirit, who wanted me to pick out pencil and paper. And I understood pretty quickly that it was a question of drawing a portrait. And it was. I won't show it to you because it looks more like a caricature than a portrait. But it was a portrait of a baby boy who was 6 months old when he passed 5 years ago. His name is Huan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled Huan. And I'm sure he's not in China or was in China, but he's probably been born to a Chinese family overseas somewhere. He told me that his mother's name started with M. So if you have any idea who this boy, or rather his family is, please let me know, and I will draw a better portrait. I will draw a portrait and also give them the message that he had, because of course there's a message, but I can't just give it out like that. I need to give it to the person or the people concerned. So thank you. So Spirit, what does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? The tarot cards I work with are called the Goddess Tarot. They're fabulous. They're made by Christinamarialeifsdotter, an American artist. And they've taught me everything. I was very disappointed. They found me. And I thought I was getting the Rider-Waite classical tarot deck, and finally I'm going to learn how to do this. And instead they came. I was so disappointed for about half an hour until I realized that these are the good cards I should have. The whole major arcana is made up of goddesses from all over the world and different time periods. So they're very cosmopolitan. And yeah, they're fabulous. They've taught me. They've taught me well. Well, I can't say that, but they have taught me. So, what do we have here for you, Leo? We have a Leo man, Mr. Leo, who's in a great transition. Big transformation, big change, spiritual development. This man has a wonderful intellect, but also soul. I can see that. The King of Swords is very intellectual, very decisive, takes no crap. This is his intuition, his soul, his softness, his spirit. And yeah. And of course he's a Leo. Leos are brilliant. They're warm, they're lovable, they're fun. A bit ego sometimes, but that's all right. We all have our funny, strange sides. But what is the idea here? I'm not really understanding. You need to give me a little time. Oh, I'm sorry. This kitty cat's been left by his family, his wife and two children, a boy and a girl. And there doesn't seem to be any way back. My heart bleeds for you. So terrible. The good part is that you are in transformation, that you're learning from this experience. You're not just sitting down with your arms crossed thinking that bloody woman. You're sort of taking it all in and you're trying to learn, or you are learning, and in that process you're also transforming. So you're a very wise old soul, and I think you fared very badly in this divorce. I think, unfortunately, you have been a workaholic. And it's better to be married to a workaholic than an alcoholic, but the dynamics is the same. So to be married to a person who's never at home, to have a father who's never at home, it can be quite damaging. I say that because of these three cards. Here is a card representing dependency and codependency, and it comes up here together with work. And often all kinds of dependencies, they have at the bottom, the root of the problem is often anxiety and depression. Excuse me. So it's a flight. It's a way of not having to deal with those emotions, which are very uncomfortable. You've realized this, and you're changing the whole chapter of your next chapter of your life, I should say, next chapter into this, not this chapter. And you've taken the bull by the horn, and you're looking into the problem, the fundamental problem. Why do I have to work like this? Well, I have anxiety, I have depression. It's not uncommon amongst people who have ADHD, for example, to have problems with anxiety and depression, but they have a lot of energy. So let's put it into work. That way I don't have to think. So it's not unusual. And I'm just wondering if maybe this man, the King in Swords, it might not be a part of you so much as maybe a therapist. That's what I'm thinking. Who's helped you realize and understand, and in that process transform your person, absolutely, but also your inner self, your soul, coming to terms with who you are and what's paining you. So soon you will be moving on from this experience, painful as it is, but you are much richer in insight, and you've learned. You're not going to work like a madman anymore. Once was enough. So let's see what the Goddess Guidance Oracle has to tell you. They look like that, made by Doreen Virtue. And they're a present from my soul sister Julia in Australia. Spirit, what does our Leo friend need to know? What would you like to tell our Leo friend, please? All right, then I'll have to split the deck. Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Well, just you wait, because I'm sure that as a consequence of your analysis, you have nurtured great self-love, and that's the basis of all partnerships. If we can't love ourselves, and I have big problems with that, I must admit, but if we can't love ourselves, how can somebody else love us? You've learned now. And in that process, the result of that process is a new lover for you. She's quite beautiful. And what does the yogic path like to tell you? In this oracle deck, we have deities, Indian deities. We have things from yoga, Ayurveda, spirituality, and chakras. They're made by Sahara Rose and Daniel Knoll. Please, Spirit, what does our Leo need to know? All right, I'll split. Anahata. We'll see what that is. Could be chakra. Yeah. It's probably the heart chakra. Yeah. What else? Your heart has opened its chambers to new possibilities, and the light is coming through to soothe its once dark corners. This love heals all and allows you to see all people for their greatest potential, including yourself. By putting down your armor, you're truly able to use the intelligence of your heart, which will always guide you in the right direction. Trust the journey of the heart. It may not always make sense to the mind, but it's aware of possibilities the mind can not yet envision. When you truly live a heart-centered life, there's nothing left to fear. Meditate on the color green and practice heart-opening yoga poses to aid the journey. Wow, what a fantastic journey you've made. Extremely painful, but also so invaluable in what you've learned about yourself and your self-esteem and your self-knowledge and your self-love. Wonderful. Thank you for letting me do that reading. Bye, Leo.